Nnamdi Kanu's trial rooted in illegality is affront to Nigerian constitution, international law. Hypop speaks. My dear listeners, there is another interesting news I'm bringing to your listening ears. As the Hypop says, Nnamdi Kanu's trial is rooted in illegality. It's affront to Nigerian constitution and international law. So, my dear listeners, moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. The indigenous people of Biafra IPOB have strongly denounced the scheduled resumption of the trial of its leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the Federal High Court on April 29, calling it a violation of the Nigerian Constitution, international law, and principles of natural justice. In a statement released by IPOB's Media and Publicity Secretary, Imam Powerful, the group described the trial as a sham rooted in illegality and an affront to the rule of law. IPOB called on Nigerians, the international community, and human rights organizations to oppose what it termed a judicial travesty and to demand the immediate and unconditional release of Kanu. The group cited several legal frameworks, including the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Extradition Act, and various international treaties, to argue that Kanu's ongoing detention and trial are illegal. HIPOB particularly pointed to Kanu's extraordinary rendition from Kenya in 2021 without due legal process, labeling it a criminal act of kidnapping in violation of Nigerians' obligations under the African Charter of Human and People's Rights, the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, and the United Nations Convention Against Torture. This trial is a mockery of justice and a flagrant abuse of constitutional right, the statement read. Section 36(1) of the Nigerian Constitution guarantees the right to a fair hearing, while Section 35(1) protects personal liberty. Both have been grossly violated in Kanu's case. The statement further referenced the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act (TPPA) 2022, arguing that the unlawful rendition itself qualifies as an act of terrorism under Nigerian law. IPOB accused the Nigerian government of committing judicial terrorism and warned that any continuation of the trial would implicate the judiciary in such acts. IPOB also issued a pointed warning to the judiciary, especially the justices presiding over Kanu's case, urging them to reflect on their legacy and resist being used as instruments of oppression. When the rule of law itself seems lunatic, who knows where injustice lies? The group quoted Kanu as saying, criticizing the Federal High Court's decision to proceed with the trial despite prior rulings, including the 2021 ECOWAS Court judgment and the 2022 Court of Appeal decision which had called for Kanu's release. The separatist group emphasized that no law, domestic or international, sanctions kidnapping or assassination, and characterized Kanu as a victim of a failed assassination attempt who fled Nigeria for his safety. IPOB concluded by reaffirming its commitment to peaceful and lawful efforts to secure Kanu's release and to pursue the right to self-determination for the people of Biafra. We will not be intimidated and we will not relent, the group vowed. The light of truth and justice will prevail over the darkness of oppression. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was first arrested in 2015 on charges including treasonable felony, but the case has since evolved into a complex and controversial international legal battle following his rendition from Kenya in 2021. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news.